It wasn't an ideal start for India on their tour of England. They lost the first test in Leeds and now they head to Edgbaston to draw level in the 5-game series. Now, India already have a couple of selection issues, but more importantly, they are going to be fighting history when they face off against England on June 2nd. This is India's record at Edgbaston, Birmingham, and if you clearly see, it's disappointing to say the least, one of their least favorite venues in England test matches. In a total of 8 games, India have failed to win even one, lost a total of 7, while one was a draw that came way back in 1986. So for India, it's clearly going to be a case of reversing the history, of making sure that they break that Edgbaston jinx. But more importantly, it's going to be down to the players, the likes of Shubman Gill, KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, to continue their good batting form and at the very same time make sure that they achieve the consistency that was clearly missing in the field in the Leeds test. Now, for India to make sure that they fight this history and break the deadlock that they have had at Edgbaston, what do they really need to do as far as the selection thing is concerned? Well, for Jasprit Bumrah, there are already question marks over his participation in the second test. There's a good chance that he could be rested, but then at the very same time, can India really afford to rest their premier pacer for this all-important test? And there are 2 reasons attached to it. Number one, India would want to make sure that they break the Edgbaston jinx. And for that to happen, they would want their match winner to feature in this particular game. And secondly, it's going to be a case of drawing level in the series. You would not really want to head into the third test by being 2-0 down. That's basically going to be losing almost half of the series, and you would not really want to be in that kind of a position. So playing Jasprit Bumrah is definitely a risk, but can India really afford to take that? Well, that is something that remains to be seen, and we'll probably have some kind of clarity about it in the next couple of days. And there's also one more selection issue, not around a premier pacer here, but a spinner. And that is Kulp Yadav. We talk about Ravindra Jadeja. He hasn't really been effective in the Senna conditions of late. He has really struggled with both bat and ball. And if we talk about his premier role in the side, it is more of a bowling all-rounder. Even Brad Haddin, the former Australia keeper, he had said that Shubman Gill should actually remove Ravindra Jadeja from the India Test 11 and accommodate place for someone like a Kulp Yadav, who is a proven match winner as a wrist spinner in the ODI and T20I format. So for Kulp Yadav to probably, get a game here, will India, should they remove the likes of Ravindra Jadeja and make sure that Nitish Reddy plays, and India go in with just 3 seamers with Kulp Yadav as the specialist spinner? Or for that matter, India should stick with the same team? Well, a lot of questions for someone of the likes of Shubman Gill and also for the Indian team management, because there's something that this management would really want to achieve. They've hardly won a test in the last 8 to 10 attempts or so. Only one win that came in Perth against Australia. But apart from that, there have been continuously bad results. Now, can India really turn around their fortunes? Well, tell us your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today.